and welcome back to Doz's Television Workshop. Bit of Wednesday update on the Quanteq integrated test equipment that I completely failed to repair a couple of weeks ago. After the video published, a couple of days later, I had a message, a private message left for me on Discord from somebody who wishes to remain anonymous. And they made a suggestion. I did ask for suggestions in the video that that I hadn't checked for activity around the Z80 microprocessor. And I remember I was going to. It just got too long, that video, and I got very fed up with the whole process, if I'm honest. But he said, yes, you must check the activity around the Zilog microprocessor. So I did that, and sure enough, I did find fault. There was a very corroded pin on my Z80, and I thought, that's it, I found it. I did the usual thing. It's a Z80, it's a ZX Spectrum, it's a ZX81. It's, you know, a fairly straightforward computer to want to diagnose. I checked the reset line, checked we had 5 volts and ground, and I checked we had a clock signal, which we did. It's 10 megahertz incidentally, or 9 point something on this. But yeah, I found that corroded pin, and I thought, hallelujah, I've got it. Cleaned the pin up, still the same. So anyway, I went back to this chap, we shall call him Dave. I went back to Dave on Discord, and I said, I've now found a problem, but I've now solved that, and I've got activity around the microprocessor. However, it's still no beans. And he goes, ah, right, he said, then you need to check the display. It was quite a common failure. And sure enough, I do know this display was failing back in the day. It had a number of pixels missing. So I go, yeah, okay. And he goes, disconnect pin 3 from the ribbon cable. So I did. I disconnected pin 3, and it comes up with a checkerboard pattern on the display. By the way, I was holding it at the time. And let me tell you now, that capacitor there, it's got about 230 volts on it. Ask me how I know. So yes, anyway, the display is working. So I went back to Dave and I said, Dave, the display is working. And he goes, which LEDs have you got lit? And I said, all 4. And he goes, ah, he said, it's not able to read data from the flash. And I go, okay, I appear to have 2 flash chips. And he goes, no, it's the very small one. And I go, right, okay. So I took that out, cleaned the socket up. It's still the same as it was. We cleaned it up the other week. And then Dave said, let me have your address. So, sent Dave my address. And yesterday morning, I had a delivery from Royal Mail. And in there was a brand new flash chip. And now, if I switch the unit on, it comes up and works perfectly. You can see here it's on RMS voltmeter at the minute. That's about right. We've got 1.2 volts there, 1.02 volts. That's about right. My signal generator, I know, is a little bit out of calibration. If I switch that to channel 2, about the same. So that's working. And if I press the oscilloscope function there, you can see we have an oscilloscope waveform. Let me just turn the lights down so you can see that a bit better. So there you go. Like I said, it's quite a useful instrument, really. There's no trigger on channel 2 at the moment, anyway. But there you go. So that's it, working beautifully. We don't want phase angle. Oh, phase angle between the 2 items. We've got a. I've got to remember how the thing works now. That's our RMS voltmeter display. Peak of 1.4 volts. So yeah, it is analysing once again. Mode. I think if we change that now, there we go. Gain, phase detector, power meter, selective level meter, LCR. It's got so much on it. Vector multimeter, transformer analyzer, harmonic analyzer. That's the useful function. So press that again to come out of there. And there we go. Give us our all manner of distortion arrangements. 0.055 or so. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. So, oh yeah, signal generator is on there, so it'll generate a signal. RMS voltmeter, yeah, oscilloscope, gain, phase detector, power meter, yep. So it's all working absolutely beautiful. So yeah, just fantastic. So thank you very much to Dave. I suspect he may have had something, he hasn't said, but I suspect he may have had something to do with the original development of this instrument. So Dave, thank you so very much. I am absolutely delighted to have this working again. So there you go, a success story, and to be quite honest, something that warms the cockles of my heart. Thanks Dave, and thank you very much for watching. Click like, subscribe, do all that rubbish, and I'll see you on the weekend. Cheers now, bye.
With a gentle hand, he brings them back in line. Every twist and turn makes the magic shine. Cathodes and the crackle of the tubes amidst the dust. They play nostalgic tunes, solder smoke, and the faint aroma of time in each repair. An art that's so prime. Twist and spark, fix the picture, bring back color in the dark. Screens that buzz, it's magic on display. Old TVs revived in a brand new way. Circuit woes, but we're getting closer. Neon signs, they guide you to the door. Tubes and screens like you've never seen before. Pulses hum as sparks begin to fly. In this tiny shop, dreams are set too high. In Darcy shop, with a touch of love, your picture's clear and true. In Darcy's hands, pixels flicker back to life and stand. Microchips and vintage heart in a world of screens playing their parts. Circuit boards with stories to untangle. Every wire a promise as an angle. He bends the light through the lens, creating onyx nights. Oscillators creating sonic waves, bringing back the charm of retro days. Capacitors and resistors. In Darcy's touch, there's no misfire. Transistors dance to the rhythm of repair. Through the glow, feels like magic fills the air. Voltage pulses, the tune's melodic run. A symphony of sparks, where the work is never done. In